If you are getting beaten up, your son is watching you beaten up, what kind of a man are you creating? Why am I here? What is my purpose of life? And also guide you. What is the purpose that you're here? So justice is like a clear image. Justice खड़ा है वो कह रहा है आपको बिल्कुल वही मिल रहा है जो आप डिजर्व करते हो. Then they say आप कैसे पॉपुलर हो गए, आप कैसे ट्रांसफॉर्म हो गए, आप कैसे we want to be you but we don't want to take those steps that you took to be here.
Can we recognize these negative patterns in a personality? Because what I have learned is कि ये आपको आपकी आईना दिखाएगा.
Why people think that once you marry a woman you have to become their father? You don't. And neither the women have to become their mother. Let everybody do what they want to do in their own space.
Hola and welcome to the second part of this two-part series with Harpreet Kaur ma'am. अगर आपने पहला पार्ट देख लिया है तो आई नो कि आप इसका बेसब्री से वेट कर रहे होंगे, और अगर आपने नहीं देखा सो प्लीज गो एंड वॉच इट. सो आई एम अज्यूमिंग दैट यू हैव सीन द पार्ट 1, एंड अगर आपको पार्ट 1 माइंड ब्लोइंग लगा था देन दिस पार्ट 2 इज गोना बी एन इवन बिगर बल्ब ऑन, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमने रियल लाइफ सिनेरियोज के बारे में बात की है. कैसी चीजें लाइफ में होती है, उनसे कैसे डील करना है, लॉट ऑफ केस स्टडीज एंड अमेजिंग माइंड ब्लोइंग ट्रिक्स एंड टिप्स. इन शॉर्ट अगर मैं कहूँ तो लाइफ और एक्सपीरियंस का पूरा निचोड़ सामने लाके हरप्रीत मैम ने आपके लिए रख दिया है. सो इफ you connected with any kind of emotion in the previous episode, then this is going to be a huge breakthrough for you. So do watch till the end and let me know what all things connected with you, what you felt during the podcast. Did you find what's in your heart and all the learnings? Do type them in the comments, subscribe to the channel and keep the notifications on, because from now on, my intent with the podcast is completely focused on equipping you with all the things that you need to change yourself, to transform your life, because that's what the podcast is doing to me. And I pray and hope the same for you. Now let's dive in. Okay, so now let's come to your amazing lifestyle, because I am like I would say 2 months, I'm consistently just seeing your photos, your videos, you're here, you're there. It's like a dream lifestyle. So have you manifested this, or it just gradually happened through your hard work and the things you did, or do you believe in any of this?
I think for me, because it was too late to understand manifestation for me in my life, for me, it was all about hard work. I have decided one thing since I got divorced. This was in 2013, I got separated, and 15, I got divorced. 2013 to 15 was such a tough time that I actually realized the value of money. Even after my marriage, my second marriage, we were going through a lot of financial struggle, and I realized that how important it is to have that money. And because I was a person like पैसा जरूरी नहीं है, प्यार जरूरी है. And then I actually came out to that पैसा भी बहुत जरूरी है. I think God wanted me to learn that lesson also, that you have to value money. And throughout that time, one thing that I kept going is I have to work hard. My intention was very pure. I had to work hard for my child. I did not want him to go through a phase of, where I have to ask people, to even put him into a school or a college. And that was what was happening. मेरे बेटे को admission दिलवाने का time होता था, मुझे अपनी मम्मी से लेना पड़ता था. Obviously, mama used to get worried, and she would also say a lot of things to me, कि what are you doing? तुम एक बच्चा नहीं पाल पा रहे हो. So there was a lot of things that was happening, and I was literally sitting and thinking what kind of a mother I am, because I was in so much debt. Credit cards full थे, EMIs ले रखी थी. And that is when I realized that I will have to change. And this whole fire, because I call it my fire, we all need that fire to get to the life that we want to, came from the point of I have to do something for my child. I cannot continue like this. And that is when I think God, because जब आप अपना लिए एक रास्ता चुनते हो तो God आपके लिए एक और रास्ता खोल देता है. And when I decided, God was there to help me and guide me, and I started, taking coaching. And of course, since life has changed, I think it is my continuous hard work, dedication. And if it is a law of attraction manifestation now that I believe it, yes, it is, because when you believe in something truly, वो कहते हैं ना, इस चीज को अगर शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात भी आपको उससे मिलाने में जुड़ जाती है. आई थिंक नाउ मेरी ये शिद्दत है कि मैंने जो इतने साल जो अपनी लाइफ में चीजें नहीं ली, कॉम्प्रोमाइज किया, मैंने अपना गोल्ड बेचा, मेरे पास एक चीज नहीं होती थी. नाउ आई वांट टू हैव एवरीथिंग. ऑफ कोर्स आई हैव टेकन फर्स्ट केयर ऑफ माय चाइल्ड, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई हैव नाउ इनफ सेविंग्स टू टेक केयर ऑफ हिज फ्यूचर, एंड बियॉन्ड दैट नाउ आई एम आल्सो डूइंग थिंग्स फॉर माय सेल्फ. एंड मुझे लगता है चीजों से ऊपर व्हाट इज माय बिगर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ लाइफ इज दैट लर्न टू एंजॉय ईच मोमेंट. यू डोंट नीड मनी फॉर दैट, यू जस्ट नीड दैट राइट. एक छोटा सा फ्लावर भी आपको खुशी देता है. एक कप कॉफी भी घर में आप बना लो तो अच्छा लगता है, घर में बना के कुछ बैठ के खा लो, कैंडल लाइट डिनर कर लो, इट्स द योर वे ऑफ एंजॉयमेंट, बट एंजॉय। डोंट से मनी आएगा तो मैं एंजॉय करूंगी, या अच्छी हेल्थ आएगी, अच्छा पार्टनर आएगा। यू हैव नो आइडिया फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है। ऑल यू नो इज टुडे। I think that is what you are seeing, that I try to make the maximum of each day, each
Every
event,
moment, literally.
and that's what I'm living by. And I really want to take the maximum of it till I'm alive.
Amazing. Amazing. But still, like you have seen the times when you are struggling with money, and now when you have a very comfortable, luxurious life and lifestyle that many people aspire for. So, how has your relationship with money grown? Like, आप क्या differences देखते हो पहले और अभी में in terms of your relationship with money?
I think the relationship with money is very simple, that you need to love money. Simple as that. I think मैंने जैसे खुद ही बोला शुरू में कि आई थिंक मैं हमेशा पैसों को, आई यूज्ड टू बी लाइक ठीक है, बिग डील, आई डोंट नीड मनी,
Mm.
एंड आई शुड नेवर वैल्यू मनी, एंड आई नेवर फेल्ट दैट नीड ऑफ मनी. One thing to understand, you need to start saying, I love money. Money is coming, money is with me, I have money. And I think these things we have heard many times. Love the money. A lot of people say, I don't need money. A lot of people say, मुझे तो पैसा नहीं कमाना है. You will never attract money. You're telling the universe, I don't want money, money will not
Mm.
come to you. Tell the universe, I love money. Fall in love with money and money will come to you. And that's what changed within all these years, because जब मेरे पास नहीं था, and when people were literally humiliating me, when everybody tried to make me feel in a certain way, I'm not capable. And I come from a very good family. It's just that things were not working for me personally. And when you are in that way, ना लोग आपको बहुत ज़्यादा downgrade करते हैं. And I realized the value of money. I said, पैसा है तो सब कुछ है. Today when I'm actually living this life, I can tell you, even right now when I go to a shop and I can shop what I want, I go to a restaurant, I can eat what I want. Every time when I am there, I'm like, thank you God. एक time था जब मैं एक मोमोज, या मतलब टेकिंग माय सन टू, बिकॉज ही लव्स मोमोज एंड आई कीप मेंशनिंग दिस, उसको मुझे अगर मोमोज खिलाने के लिए भी लेके जाना था, आई शुड चेक मेरे अकाउंट में मेरे पास कितने पैसे हैं. मेरे पास पूरा महीना चलाने के लिए सिर्फ 500 रुपया होता था. I've come from that time. And now when I look at it, कि यार मतलब I don't have to think. I'm spending so much. I would also give another example here. My first car, Baleno, I bought a Baleno. मैंने अपनी mom के नाम पे लिया था, because we could not even buy a car on the EMI. My husband was into real estate. He had just started to, you need certain amount of job experience to have that EMI loan option. So I took it on my mother's name. 10,000 की EMI जाती थी per month. We could not give that 10,000 also. My mother had to pay the entire amount because हम नहीं दे पा रहे थे. And today I have a BMW and I'm paying 1 lakh every month for that EMI. And I cannot really imagine the shift. And it has come a long way. Yes, it is my hard work. I did not give up. Even if I had to do anything and everything, अगर I tried modeling. I tried taking modeling assignments. लोगों को मैं modeling assignments लेके आती थी, कपड़े press करती थी. I have done everything that you cannot imagine. Coming from एक army officer wife, then एक अच्छी family से आई, और मैंने कभी ये नहीं सोचा काम छोटा या बड़ा है. मुझे ये था कि नहीं, मुझे करना है, I have to keep going, I have to keep trying till I find the right path. And I kept going. So I truly believe it's all my hard work. If I had given up, शायद ये कभी नहीं हो पाता. हम बहुत बार हार मान लेते. I never gave up. I said, no, my life will change. I knew my life will change from day one. I knew this was not going to continue. And secondly, of course, I started believing that I need money, I love money, and I want money. And I started believing that I have money. You have to believe that you have money. You have to be in that emotion. So I think that's what changed my life completely. You can see yes, as you said, how the transition, can you see that, kahan se main kahan pahunchi hu, and there's been a huge transition. Now, some people say, oh, you are lucky. I said, what is luck? I don't understand luck. Luck also comes from your karma only.
True.
I think it's my continuous karma and the blessings of people around me. क्योंकि मैंने कहा ना कि जब मैंने reading शुरू किया, I started getting so many blessings that I think, one, I want to add that this is the blessings of the people around me I've read for, and now my students who keep sending me so much love each day. Today also I got a message. I think that's what is taking me ahead in this life. क्योंकि blessings के बिना आप आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते.
Wow, amazing. You're literally the image of empowerment to me right now. And this is the effect you have, I think, on every woman around.
Yeah, I try to, and that's what my students say. That one thing, and I believe that this is just not by saying like Ayushi, you have seen my, now you are friends with me, and you're saying from last 2 months you are seeing my profile. So we don't have to say, we have to do that to make a change. And by seeing me, by seeing my post, or by seeing the way I live my life, you do get inspired, and this is what people
Yes,
tell me around me. So we also have
definitely.
to do what we say, right? We just don't say that for the sake of saying it. To live that way to inspire people. Yeah.
Awesome. So you also said that like एक point होता है when we are at our absolute lowest. जब ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ, like you said that I did not give up. So you said कि family support था पर उतना नहीं था जितना you might have expected. So what was that one thing or one person that kept you going? कि ठीक है ये situation है but इसको भी पार कर लेंगे. तो वो कहाँ से वो power आया?
I think being a mother can be your weakness or can be your strength. There were times when I was going through this toughest time. When you say family support, nahi, so let me tell you, for 1 year, no one from my family spoke to me. I was all alone. And मैं बहुत I'm a very emotional person. I've come a very long way. I'm a very family person. I like family. I like staying close to people, and I love everybody around me. So for me, that was the reason for my depression. That was my break point. कि मैं ये नहीं बर्दाश्त कर पा रही थी. I think वो,
Yes.
and I did not realize. I took that step कि नहीं मैं अकेली रहूंगी, मैं बहुत बड़ी bond हूँ, मैं कर लूंगी. But I couldn't believe कि मुझसे कोई बात नहीं कर रहा है. I had a very toughest time going through, and मुझे याद है कि at times I used to feel very bad कि मेरा बेटा है तो मुझे मेरे को और challenges हो रहे हैं, मैं job नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. Sometimes I used to feel like that also. Then I used to change my emotion. नहीं, I have to keep going because my child is there. And then I actually started understanding कि and honestly, just like anybody else, I also wanted to suicide. I wanted to give up many times. Because जब आप उस फ्रेम में होते हो कि आप all alone हो, लोग बोल रहे हैं that you have no character, you are a selfish woman, you are not thinking about your child. जब आपको लोग ऐसे से कैरेक्टराइज कर रहे होते हैं और अलग अलग तरीके से कर रहे होते हैं, तो आप बहुत ज्यादा you get into frustration. And I really wanted to give up. But then I used to think that अगर मैं चली जाऊंगी तो मेरे बेटे का क्या होगा? How can I give up? And I think my only reason of kept going until now also is my child. One thing I told myself, no, my child doesn't deserve it, because I had a terrible childhood. I know how children feel. I still feel guilty sometimes that he had to see all of this, because I never wanted this for him, because I went through this in my childhood. My parents had an abusive marriage. My father, like I said, used to beat us for everything. बहुत खराब childhood देखा है मैंने. I never wanted, but ये हमारे हाथ में नहीं होता जो भी चीजें हुई. But I tried my level best to give him best of school, best of education, best of everything. And not only this, I wanted him to be a very good man. And I think that's what I'm more proud of. He's running an NGO now,
Oh,
and
wow.
he's working with village people, and he's so respectful towards women. And I always keep talking about how you should not behave with a woman. Like, I always look at him as he has to be that man that I wanted in my life, or any woman want in their life. So I'm moving into that. So it's been a very, very long journey. What, like, basically my only point, and I always call him my strength. If he was not with me, I would have broken big time. मतलब मुझे लगता है हमें भगवान कोई ना कोई जरूर देता है to keep moving into our life. We always have that one reason that we need to consider and look into in life.
Perfect, perfect. Maybe this was the reason all that happened because now you have two very amazing men in your life, your husband and your son.
Yes.
So that might not have happened if what happened didn't happen.
If I had chosen to be in that same marriage, like
Yes.
most of us do, we learn to adjust and compromise. I think I would not have been here. I would have not been happy and suffering. And that's what I'm saying. We choose our own reality. So when we
Yes.
say we are not happy, because we've chosen to be unhappy. We've chosen to be in a certain way with a certain people that we know are not right, but we don't want to let go. Because we want easy way out, right? कौन जाके करेगा? करेंगे तो क्या होगा? होगा नहीं होगा? A lot of women say, will I get married for the second time? Who will accept my child? Why do you want to get married for the second time? Why can't you just be yourself? Why can't you just accept that you can be a good mother on your own? And of course, if you think like this, the right people will come into your life. If destiny has, it will happen. Why do you have to look into somebody to take care of you after that failed marriage, and you're only worried about kya meri dobara shaadi hogi? Like, seriously, are you really ready for the another
Another.
phase? Because I think it's itself is very courageous of one to go ahead and think of
I
it all
was
over.
thinking exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, see, I would not say that I had an abusive marriage. I still respect my ex-husband. It's just that I sometimes feel that two people are not supposed to be with each other,
Yeah,
and it happened
not
in a
the right
certain.
match.
Yeah, and it's all right if he had moved on, because I think वो नहीं तो मैं हो जाती शायद, because एक marriages में प्यार नहीं होता और there's no relationship. One tends to move ahead in journey, so it's all right. I really don't blame him. And that is another beauty of our relationship, that we have respect for, we have mutually taken a divorce, there's respect for each other and respect him completely. And we should walk with respect, and we should always remember the good times we had. We only talk about the bad times. I still thank him for making me so organized in my own life. I've learned a lot of things from him, making me so polished. I was like a छोटा बच्चा होता है ना, 23 साल की उम्र में शादी हो गई थी, and I was very clumsy and I was very immature to the next
What
level.
was your age when you got married first time?
I was only 23. And
Okay.
24 my son was born, and I still remember I was like 45 kg sukha haddi hoti hai na. So everybody in the hospital was like कि ये तो खुद ही बच्ची है and she's got a child. But I think I that's the best part, that today when people say that you don't look like a mother of a he's going to be 18 years now in April. I say that is because I think he was born at the right time, and I mean I've come a long way. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very thankful to whatever's happened in my life.
Yeah. Everyone's right time, right person, right profession is very perceptive, and
Yeah.
we just keep rushing it and be desperate. Brilliant.
Exactly.
Your life literally have so many lessons for everyone. Anyone who is listening to this podcast, they will take away something very deep from your journey.
Well, thanks to you for inviting me and for letting me share with all of these people who are listening. And I really
Thank
hope
you
that
so much for opening up this way.
no, I'm always there, and I always want to share it with everybody around me. And I hope that each woman gets the strength from me right here, that you have the capability to change your life. It's in your hands, not in people's, not in families. We always give up for children, for parents, for husbands, or फिर लोग क्या कहेंगे वाली concept, तो I don't know वो कहाँ से आते हैं. But my point is that ultimately, everything is in your hands. If you are not happy, your children are not happy. Don't try to
That is,
pretend.
yes. Because they can sense. Even if you're
They
pretending, they can sense.
they know it all. अगर आप जाके बाथरूम में रो रहे हो, आपके बच्चों को पता है. अगर आप छुप के लड़ रहे हो, आपके बच्चों को पता है. Don't think. My son remembers everything from age 4. मैं हैरान हो जाती हूँ, उसे हर बात याद है. अगर आप सोच रहे हो मेरे बच्चे छोटे हैं, कुछ नहीं देख रहे, you are highly mistaken. They know it all. They know it all.
Amazing.
So this is one they need to understand. अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि बच्चों के लिए compromise करो, you are being very wrong. You need to inspire them. Tomorrow, if you have a daughter, you need to inspire her to stand up for herself. If you're not standing up for yourself, you can't inspire her. If you are getting beaten up, your son is watching you beaten up. What kind of a man are you creating when
Exactly.
you're not standing up for this is wrong? So everything has its own consequences. Today, what we are is because the majorly because of the childhood we have seen. Majorly, if you actually look at
Yes.
it, because that is a maximum part of our life so far, right? Majorly, 20 years, 24 years, and now people are getting married at 30 also. हम कितने टाइम रहे हैं उस घर में एंड कितना कुछ हमने सीखा है. So you need to
Positive
understand.
and negative. It shapes you in ways you cannot even fathom.
You have no idea. It takes you any side of the journey. अच्छा भी जा सकता है, बुरा भी ले जा सकता है. एक ही घर से, एक ही माहौल से दो बच्चे निकल सकते हैं. एक ने अच्छा सीखा,
Yes.
एक ने बुरा सीखा. But you
Correct.
have to focus on what you are doing to yourself first, because that's going to impact the outer element. पहले अपने बारे में बात करेंगे. पहले अपने आप को प्रायोरिटी रखो, अपने लिए काम करो, बाकी सब अपने आप हो जाएगा. You don't have to compromise.
परफेक्ट. रिलेशनशिप से ही रिलेटेड मेरे कुछ और भी क्वेश्चंस थे. एक तो
Whatever.
ये कि बिकॉज यू हैव सीन ऑल स्पेक्ट्रम्स नाउ आपके स्टूडेंट्स के थ्रू भी, एंड यू हैव सेड दैट यू हैव सीन अ लॉट ऑफ केसेस. तो पहले तो रेड फ्लैग्स और ग्रीन फ्लैग्स, किन चीजों से आपको पहले ही अवेयर होना चाहिए दैट यस इफ यू आर सीइंग दीस क्वालिटीज बोथ इन मेन एंड वुमेन, क्योंकि वुमेन आर आल्सो वेरी टॉक्सिक. इट्स
Yeah,
नॉट
yeah.
जस्ट.
Nowadays, I talk to them. I said, I'm a mother of a son, and I'm really worried what is he going to get, because we are moving into a time where we're actually spoiling girls. And let's be honest about it, because there was a
Yes.
time that हमें लड़का चाहिए था, and we spoiled the boys. Now we want girls, and we are spoiling the girls. And really, there's going to be a time that शायद लड़कों को टॉक्सिक होने वाला है, क्योंकि लड़कों के लिए टॉक्सिक होने वाला है, लड़कियां गेटिंग, एंड nowadays I hear so many cases from my students कि कैसे कैसे लड़कियां मतलब यूज कर रही हैं उनके भाइयों को, या इस तरीके की चीजें वो कर रही हैं. Quite shocking. But for me I think it's pretty simple that मैं एक बात मानती हूँ, मुझे नहीं पता कितना सच है कितना झूठ है, हो सकता है 1% केस में ये हो भी, बट exceptions are always there. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yes.
And I truly believe this. And जितनी बार उसे माफ करोगे, फिर तो आप उसे ये claim कर रहे हो that you can cheat again and again.
आपने लाइसेंस दे दिया तो
आपने लाइसेंस दे दिया, आपने बोला कोई बात नहीं, I forgive you. Now then that person has a license to do it more. So first बहुत बड़ा, क्योंकि मैंने ये डील किया है, शायद इसलिए मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा है कि ये चीज मैं एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती. And this is gender beyond. I'm not talking about gender here. I don't believe in genders. We are moving into a world. We need to stop talking about genders. Stop talking about men. Stop talking about women. Because nowadays, now it's nothing called gender. It's about everybody wants to be like that boy also. लड़कियों को लड़के की तरह घूमना है, हमें सब करना है. We are that. ठीक है. We are all becoming that masculine energy on our own, which is great. But एक limitation भी होनी चाहिए कुछ चीजों की. So this is beyond that gender right now I'm talking. Second for me is when there is no respect. अगर एक इंसान आपको हर वक्त नीचा दिखाता है, हर वक्त आपको डीमिन करता है, डिस्करेज करता है, या अगर किसी की वजह से आपको ये बिलीव होने लग गया है कि यू आर नॉट गुड फॉर एनीथिंग, आई थिंक दैट रिलेशनशिप शुड नॉट बी कंटिन्यूड. क्योंकि हर रिलेशनशिप ऐसा होना चाहिए जो आपका बेस्ट आपसे निकाले. Each person should add the best into your life, should be able to encourage you, empower you, get the best out of you. If somebody is getting the worst out of you, which is that, for example, मैं जब भी इससे मिलती हूँ मैं लड़ती हूँ, मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ लेकिन मैं ऐसा बोल देती हूँ, मुझे इतना गुस्सा आ रहा है कि आई एम फाइटिंग ऑल टाइम. So this person is toxic for you.
Yes.
He's bringing the worst out of you. You're not that, but he's bringing the worst out of you. This relationship is toxic for you. So that's another thing you need to learn. And because you're asking relationship in a married life also, I would like to quote that each man and woman needs to also understand that, ये जो in-laws का सब चीजें चलती है ना, this is not right. And every man has to take a stand for his wife if she's right. I'm not saying that if she's wrong, take a stand for her.
Can you please elaborate a little, what kind of things specifically?
Because I see a lot of frustration coming into married life because of in-laws. Yeah, I mean, because of men not standing up for you, because you have to continuously hear a lot of bad things coming from in-laws. And men obviously, feel that it's your responsibility to take care of them, which is a great idea, but then it's equal responsibility. You also take care of my family. Right?
And it's vice versa also, like women not respecting the in-laws, that also.
Yeah, so I'm saying both ways. I'm saying whoever is wrong. And I feel that balance has to be created, like you have to maintain that balance and respect. And I also believe that being a woman, like how can I work into it like right now, because I also have a son, so how can I work into it, is that I think being a woman who takes the position of in-laws, I will also become mother-in-law at some point of time.
Yeah.
I think we need to respect that relationship and we need to give them their space. We don't have to be so interfering, and we don't have to have that. उनकी शादी हो गई है, उनकी लाइफ है, उनको जो करना है करने दो. You have no right to interfere unnecessarily. And that, again, I'm saying everyone has to respect each other's space. Everyone has to respect each other's decision. No one has to be bounded to each other. Nobody has to be forced to stay with each other also. Very simple as that. So I think वो एक open mindedness आनी पड़ेगी. And I always say कि जहाँ वरदान कर, जहाँ कहते हैं ना कि लड़की को कहते हैं ना कन्यादान कर रहे हो, वहाँ वरदान भी कर दो प्लीज. Let's change to that. So and let's, और अगर कन्या का काम है बट अपने in-laws को ना, तो वर का भी काम है in-laws को संभालना. It's an equal responsibility.
Yeah.
Mindset has to change. And why am I bringing this? Because again, relationship में ये another reason of problems हैं. और अगर आप अपने so called mother को या अपने family को, अपनी wife को disrespect करने दे रहे हो, then वो भी एक red flag है.
Correct.
Because you're not standing up for your wife when she needs you. You're not supporting your wife. And I'm again talking about the right wife. Okay, I'm not going to the wrong woman. But I'm seeing majorly मेरे पास सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो थोड़े old times से हैं, which are majorly better. Of course, now we're moving into a time जहाँ लड़कियों का अलग रूप देखने को मिलेगा. But now they're becoming too independent and they're becoming too aggressive and they अपने लिए कुछ ज़्यादा ही खड़े होने के चक्कर में भी चीजें हैं. That's why we see majorly divorces now. अब आप देखो divorce कोई ground ही नहीं है.
हाँ.
वो भी गलत है ना.
True.
That you just have become this झांसी की रानी for no reason. Don't do that
Yes.
also. Unnecessary
People take it
worrying.
to a needless level. कोई लिमिट नहीं
Absolutely.
रहेगी. ओके, तो ये तो रेड फ्लैग्स हो गए. अब ग्रीन फ्लैग्स के बारे में आप बताएं. बिकॉज आई थिंक इट वुड बी जस्ट डिस्क्राइब योर रिलेशनशिप विद अभिषेक सर कि एक ऑल इन ऑल ग्रीन फ्लैग है.
And when you say that, actually now it is so transparent for me to talk about it, because when you said Abhishek, then I can actually relate about it. And I think first green flag is respect. And I think ये मेरे लिए है. I think हर बंदे का green flag अलग हो सकता है. But
हाँ,
for
नो
me,
बट दिस इज अ गिवन. रिस्पेक्ट नहीं तो फिर रिलेशनशिप किस बात का.
absolutely. Second is freedom. Make, because I come from that mindset that I want to do what I want to do. Of course, you can, be there for me, and sometimes if I need your guidance, that's cool. But you can't bound me that you can't wear this, you can't do that, you can't do this. I think each person, each gender needs freedom, the
Yes.
right way of freedom, not the wrong way of freedom. Again, we have to talk about it very clearly. So for me, respect, freedom, honesty is very important. Whatever, I mean, even if it is as terrible to discuss, it's as bad to discuss, we have to talk about it, because honesty, transparency in a relationship is the key to build a relationship. गलतियां सबसे होती हैं, but you have to talk about it. Hiding things, and that misunderstanding comes from all of this. And taking a stand for each other when needed, supporting and taking a stand for each other when needed is another thing. And I think these are the important factors. इसके अलावा बहुत सारी चीजें और होती है, but you let it go, because these are the 4 things that I have come to point कि चाहे पैसा नहीं है कोई बात नहीं, you can't earn, you can't do this, it's okay, I will learn to adjust, but you have to respect me, you have to stand by me, you have to support me, you have to let me be myself. You can't just try to be my father or a mother. I don't know why people think that once you marry a woman, you have to become their father. You don't. And neither the women have to become their mother. Let everybody do what they want to do in their own space. That is very important.
ब्रिलियंट. अमेजिंग. ये तो मतलब फुल ऑन क्लैरिटी हो गई. फुल 4 पिलर्स ऑफ ग्रीन फ्लैग्स. बस इतना जरूरी है, बाकी यू कैन एडजस्ट एंड लाइक बैलेंस ओवर टाइम.
Absolutely.
अमेजिंग. अब इसी से रिलेटेड एक और कि इफ यू हाउ डू यू बिकम द बेस्ट पार्टनर. क्योंकि ज्यादातर लोग क्या चेकलिस्ट बना के रखते हैं. इफ दिस इज देयर, दैट इज देयर, दिस इज checked, then this is okay, now qualified, this is the part. But often we don't think कि आपको खुद पे भी वो काम करना है when you can become a good partner for someone. So ऐसी
Yeah.
क्या चीजें हैं जिन पे हमें खुद पे काम करना चाहिए, both men and women, so that you become a good partner to your partner.
I think मुझे लगता है कि ये क्वेश्चन मेरे लिए अभी बहुत ज्यादा एप्ट है, बिकॉज हमें हमेशा लगता है परफेक्ट है, स्पेशली इन माय फर्स्ट मैरिज आई हैड नो आइडिया वेयर आई एम गोइंग रॉन्ग. And this second marriage gave me an understanding of where I'm actually going wrong. What is it that I need to work in? And I'm again talking about very simple. हमें अपने पे काम करना है. Very important. We can't talk about people around us. We have to talk about who we are, because that can change our reality. So very importantly, we need to first again understand us from a subconscious self. मैं ऐसी क्यों हूँ? मुझे इतना गुस्सा क्यों आता है? What are the things that I need to work into? If I have temper issues, that's not right. I need to think before I speak. I need to respect my partner. I need to make sure that, if I'm looking for respect, I make sure that, I respect him. And respect should come from inside. It's not a show off respect. Just आजकल तो Facebook and Insta, I call that an unreal world actually. It's an unreal world. It should come from within you, because no relationship can work if you don't respect your partner. So I think I, over a period of time, understood this point that, maybe I never respected my ex-husband, maybe I never appreciated of what he used to do for me. I used to take things for granted. Like, no, this is another thing I learned, that you need to learn to appreciate, because as women, we always say that we want appreciation, we want pampering, we want caring. I think the other gender also want that, and I think we always criticize a lot. We always talk about tumne ye nahi kiya, but we hardly talk about thank you for doing this, thank you for doing that, thank you for standing by me. And it used to be very difficult for me, to be very honest. I don't know how to appreciate. Honestly, I have no idea how to do that, but I had to work into it. I was like, if I want that, I need to learn to appreciate. So appreciate your partner, respect your partner, and most importantly, understand what is your issue within you, because there's a lot that you're going through. A lot of things come within you. जैसे मैंने सबकॉन्शियस की बात करी, तो मैंने उस पर भी बहुत काम किया. मुझे रियलाइज होने लगा कि मेरी मैरिज में इश्यूज क्यों हैं. right? Because एक तो मेरी expectation बहुत high रहती है. Because I never had a good childhood, I always wanted someone to take care of me. Then I'm those
Why am I
expectations.
relating with this so much?
I think not you, Ayushi, everyone who is going to listen to this is going to relate because this is
Yeah.
each one of us sitting there and just understanding what is it, why are we doing this? And we are not doing this to the other, we're doing this to ourselves because जब हम किसी से expect करते हैं वो पूरा नहीं होता तो hurt तो हम ही होते हैं. वह बोलता है यार कितना भी करो तुम्हें कम पड़ जाता है.
Mm.
They will not understand. I think expectation, when I figured out that I expect a lot from my partner and I get hurt when they don't do it, then I realized कि why can't I create that for myself and why can't I just add him onto it and actually started doing working it otherwise. अब मुझे कुछ चाहिए तो मैं बोलती हूँ चलो मुझे ये लेना है लेट्स गो. अगर मेरे को डिनर पे जाना है मैं बोलूंगी आई एम प्लानिंग अ डिनर प्लीज बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. आई थिंक इंस्टेड ऑफ वेटिंग कि उसने मुझे नहीं पूछा या वो मुझे लेके नहीं गया या वो मेरे लिए लेके नहीं आया, व्हाई डोंट यू जस्ट बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ इट ऑन योर ओन? व्हाई कांट यू क्रिएट दैट लाइफ दैट यू वांट टू क्रिएट? बिकॉज़ इट्स वन लाइफ. There's no waiting and watching कोई करने वाला है, खुद कर लो यार. You're capable enough to do it for yourself. And everyone will become a part of it. Exactly what I'm saying. They will become a part of it.
Okay, amazing. So circling back to the tarot thing, can we recognize these negative patterns in a personality? Because what I have learned is कि ये आपको आपकी आईना दिखाएगा कि
Exactly. It's your
ये
mirror
आप
image.
गलत. हाँ, it's your image कि this is where you're wrong, this is what you should correct, and this is how you should pursue whatever you want to pursue. Because
Yes.
in your subconscious आपको पता है आपको क्या करना है, but you're either not courageous enough or you're not being honest enough with yourself कि this is what I feel. So how can we use tarot to be to get this clarity? Because the main
So
issue is
tarot
clarity.
exactly works on this level. जैसे हम शुरू से ही बात करें, it actually works on your subconscious level. It just kind of guides you through what are your fears, why are you not doing what you want to do, and what are your expectations, hopes. It guides you. It talks about what is it that you have and what is it you don't have. What are your blockages? What are your karmic blockages also? Because we also have to understand that we are here due to some karmic lessons, right? I mean, we've
Mm,
been through a journey of we all know that we are back to this world because we had some कुछ तो हमने गड़बड़ किया था, that's why हमें मोक्षा नहीं मिला है, right?
mm,
And we are here to learn those lessons.
essence.
So we need to actually understand what are my lessons, why am I here, and also it guides you towards. A lot of people ask me what is my life purpose. I think that's a very major question these days. Everybody wants to know,
Yeah.
why am I here? What is my purpose of life? And also guide you. What is the purpose that you're here? Why, what is it that you need to correct? What is it that you're blocked at? Where is that you need to work? What is it that you need to let go? What are your karmic lessons? You are here in this journey to learn, to change. Now, a lot of people say, मेरी किस्मत खराब है. What is a kismat? It is created by you on your own. And we need to understand this very simply कि अगर हम हर चीज़ लोगों पे, किस्मत पे, मेरे ग्रह खराब चल रहे हैं पे छोड़ देंगे या एस्ट्रोलॉजिकली वी टॉक अबाउट दैट, राहु चल रहा है ये चल रहा है, वो ऑफ कोर्स चल रहा है, ठीक है, एवरीथिंग इज देयर. बट अल्टीमेटली मुझे मेरे कर्म तो करने हैं ना, मुझे तो हर वो चीज़ करनी है जिससे आई कैन चेंज माय लाइफ. एंड व्हेन आई से इट इज इन माय हैंड्स, गॉड हैज गिवन अस हैंड्स फॉर अ रीजन. राइट? गॉड हैज गिवन अस ब्रेन फॉर अ रीजन. थिंक अबाउट इट. अगर हमें कुछ नहीं करना था तो फिर इन सब की ज़रूरत क्या थी? बैठ जाओ ऐसे ही. अगर भगवान ने कहा था तुम इस जन्म में भूखे नहीं मरोगे, राइट? तो फिर काम करने की क्या ज़रूरत थी? हाथ उठाने की क्या ज़रूरत थी? वो अपने आप ही पेट भर जाता. Ultimately, God ने ये भी तो कहा ना, you have to work on your karmic journey, you have to learn your lessons. So tarot will actually guide you through all of this. It will give you a clear vision. जैसे आपने कहा, mirror image, not a
Mm,
conscious image, subconscious image.
subconscious
किसी को
image.
पूरा न्यूड खड़ा कर दिया ना, वैसी वाली इमेज अंदर तक दिख रहा है, ट्रांसपेरेंसी ना आ गई है, जैसे वो एक्सरे होता है ना, पूरा खोल दिया, वैसी वाली इमेज. ये देखो तुम क्या कर रहे हो, ये देखो तुमने क्या क्या किया है, ये तुम्हारा कार्मिक फल है, ये तुम्हारे कार्मिक फल तुम्हें पड़ेंगे वापस. You're
Okay.
going wrong.
Can you give
Yeah.
an example, like maybe through a card or a story or something, so that it gets more?
See, I think each story has its own lessons. जब हम कोई भी मेजर आर्काना कार्ड्स उठाते हैं ना, so we kind of work into where am I going wrong? Are we honest to people around us? Like the example of fool that I gave, right? Now, each card also has a reverse understanding. So that is basically like जैसे हर सिक्के के दो पहलू होते हैं, हर इंसान के दो पहलू होते हैं. We all understand that. We all
Yeah.
have a darker side and we all have a lighter side. We have a brighter side. So Now, I'm not saying that all reverse always means darker side, but in this case scenario, reverse would actually mean that you are in that darker side. You are somebody who is either making a fool of himself or fool of people around you. And that karmic फल जो आप कर रहे हो, ये जो आप लोगों को बेवकूफ समझ रहे हो फूल में, or you're not believing in the people around you, trusting the people around you, is going to come back to you. The failure will happen as a consequence. When you limit yourself, because I said this is about, when you're limitless, when you're careful, when you limit yourself. Now, these limitations are coming from your inner soul, or you are saying, log kya kahenge, whatever. That is all excuses. I call them their excuses to build up that limitations. And ultimately, you need to understand कि अगर आप लोगों का बेवकूफ बना रहे हो, in a certain way, if you are making a fool of yourself or people who are trusting you, this will come back to you. So why are you having a failure at the reverse is also because you are doing it wrong. And जितने भी ये जो आप कहते हैं negative cards है, जितने भी चीजें आती हैं, ultimately what do we say? Why are you going through these things into your life? Karmic, आपकी गलतियां हैं, आपके reflection है, जो करोगे वही पाओगे, ठीक है? Like there's a card of justice. Now justice, as the card says, जैसी करनी वैसी भरनी, clear crystal. तो justice साफ आपको दिखा रहा है कि आज आपके साथ जो भी हो रहा है, जो भी आप डील कर रहे हो, it's because of what you have done into your life. अगर आज आप कह रहे हो कि मेरे रिलेशनशिप में फेलियर है बिकॉज आपने उसमें गड़बड़ की थी, you cheated on your boyfriend, right? You were not honest to your boyfriend, you were disrespectful, that's why you're going through divorce, that's why you're going through a separation. So justice is like a clear image. justice खड़ा है, वो कह रहा है आपको बिल्कुल वही मिल रहा है जो आप डिजर्व करते हो. don't crib here, don't crib here. You need to identify. अभी आपको डीप रूप में समझना है कि क्या गलतियां की है आपने. mirror image, because you need to learn your lessons, you need to accept. And that is how cards really guide you to what's happening into your life and where is it coming from. And ultimately, they are your karmic cards. They are happening to you because of certain reasons. आपके कार्मिक फल हैं, चाहे वो इस जन्म के हैं, चाहे पिछले जन्म के हैं. आपको उनमें से lessons learn करनी है. आपको आगे बढ़ना है with a better version of yourself. Each lesson is to create a better version of you. Are you willing to do that? Not everybody can do that. Then they say, आप कैसे popular हो गए, आप कैसे transform हो गए, आप कैसे, we want to be you, but we don't want to take those steps that you took to be here. We want an easy. मैं अगर ये करूंगी तो मैं comfort हूँ, comfort and easy. It doesn't come easy. You know, we want to buy diamond, but diamond easily नहीं बनता है ना? So we like diamonds, but diamond comes a long way of darkness. So that is what.
Great analogy. Okay, एक और चीज आती है कि people right now are doing these general readings of tarot and angel cards कि they are giving this generalized कि इतने टाइम से इतने टाइम तक अगर आप देख रहे हो so this is for you. Does it work that way or it is personalized for each and every person? क्या ऐसे general readings भी होते हैं?
Okay, I'm sure in astrology हम बहुत सालों से देख रहे हैं कि journal predictions आती हैं. आपने देखा होगा न्यूज़पेपर उठाओ, धनु राशि के बारे में ये होने वाला है. You've seen these journal predictions. Do you really think it works for everybody? It doesn't.
Not really.
And normally astrology also says that I want your specific date of time, birth of time, whatever, to actually read for you. Now, these journal predictions are also very general. They cannot be about a person. And like I say, tarot works with your energy, a specific energy. And this is a vast thing we are doing. It's more about a very generalized reading. कि ठीक है, और वैसे भी इनको कोई नुकसान नहीं है. To be very honest, this is more like what you're talking about other people who are going live on Insta, right? Their ultimate motive is to encourage you to take a reading from them. Ultimately, they want to pick up their sales or have more clients. And the clients also don't expect too much because you have not paid for that reading. It's a very generalized. It might suit you, it might not suit you. And you don't
it's
expect
also
anything.
kind of manipulation कि लोग फिर सोचने लगते हैं हाँ ये तो सही बोल रही है even when it's not.
Me and my husband who are working into this journey always talk about certain words that will fit everybody's head. तुम बहुत अच्छे हो, तुम सबके लिए करते हो, कोई तुम्हारे लिए नहीं करता. सब तुम्हें धोखा देते हैं, ठीक है? Can you just imagine ये वर्ड सबको अपने दिमाग में नहीं भी कर रहे होंगे ना तो हाँ मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ. Everybody believes that. Who wants to believe? So there are certain points that will be very generalized, will be a part of you anyways for the day. For example, if I say for today, journal reading for today that you need to stay away from negative people. So that's a guidance, right? It might happen, it might not happen, but you have got this guidance कि आज मेरे को थोड़ा सा negativity से दूर रहना है. That's anyways not prediction.
Right.
So it might not be true. It's just that how you take it for the day. So ultimately, and they don't expect. I don't think people expect much out of it. They know it's very generalized, and if I need my guidance, I need to be very specific about it, and I need to take it with the reader one on one. Then believing this general reading, just like astrology does.
Yes. So these are not reliable at
I would not say that. People will kill me on that.
all.
So these are fun to do. Like just वैसे का आप राशि जब पढ़ते हो, they are fun to read. They might be things that will be applicable for you to take, but they'll not be all of things. And कभी कभी शायद सारी चीजें हमारे लिए applicable ना हो, because it's a vast reading. Some points could be applicable for a few people, but not all. And depends on each energy. Where are we into this reading? So what चीजें आती हैं इसमें बेटा?
Okay, awesome. So is there anything else that you want to share from your side? Then we will do a quick round that we call Keep It Swift. जहाँ पे हम थोड़े rapid fire questions पूछेंगे. So
Oh
anything you want to
God,
share
I am
before that?
scared now.
Very simple, very language questions.
Okay, that's great. Because it has been such a great session so far. I'm really enjoying it. I think we've really taking it for a very long time now. I was really enjoying the flow. So I think at the end, मैं हमेशा एक ही बात पे focus करती आ रही हूँ और करती रहूंगी that as a woman we need to learn to empower ourselves, and we and only we can empower ourselves. And if you're looking at the outer people, मेरी family होने चाहिए, बच्चे होने चाहिए, husband होने चाहिए, please stop doing that to yourself. Learn to respect yourself if you want to be respected. And most importantly, because I've been through that financial challenges, I want to literally request each woman out there to focus on their financial independence journey. I start with a little bit. I used to earn 2,000 from a school job to I am here. Start with something that makes you feel confident, feel independent, and eventually keep growing with it. Because when you work, you really can, feel confident about yourself. You can really see the best side of you, and you can really start working on yourself. ठीक है, कहीं ना कहीं हम घर बैठ के अपने बारे में बहुत ज्यादा सोच के इनर क्रिटिक हो जाते हैं, एंड आई वांट एवरीवन टू वर्क इन देयर ओन वे एंड इन देयर ओन कंफर्ट जोन. मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ कि फुल टाइम जॉब करो, पर जो भी आप कर सकते हो, घर बैठ के कोई बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर लो, समथिंग क्रिएटिव, स्टार्ट अ म्यूजिक क्लास, whatever, but do something. We're capable of something in life. So that's my bigger message to actually, because we're talking a lot about the woman. We can change our life if we really want to. Trust me. So cribbing, criticizing, feeling unwanted, start loving yourself, and you will feel very happy and blessed. Life will change.
That actually needs to be heard. Thank you for that big key takeaway.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So now we can start with our rapid fire. You can be a little elaborative, but keep it swift.
I'll try.
Okay. All right. Shall we begin?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So firstly and foremostly, how was your experience of the public speaking that we did with Super Speaker? Because that is in itself a different
Oh,
experience.
I felt like a celebrity. I think that is the moment I'm taking home. It was awesome. The people were awesome. The energy was awesome. And at the end, everybody wanted a picture with me. So I had a moment of feeling like a celebrity. So outstanding. And thank you that I could reach so many people and, share my story. They got inspired and they came to me and thanked me. And I couldn't believe that, I could inspire so many people out there.
Including me. Your videos were literally inspiring to next level.
Thank you.
Like
Thank you.
goosebumps levels.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think we have done this, but what was the toughest time in your life and how did you bounce back?
My toughest time in my life was when I had no money. And like I told you, I used to have like 500 rupees in my pocket to run the entire month. And that is unbeatable. I think I bounced back by just doing what I can best at that, just finding the right job, the right way to get my income up and going. And thank God tarot came into my life. And that actually got me back to myself. I think one, because I started reading, and two, I think tarot itself is a blessing in your house. It's like an idol that I believe, and when they enter your house, your life changes. So my cards have been my reason of bouncing back into my life.
Okay. What is your idea of spirituality?
See, my idea of spirituality is pretty simple. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा मंदिर नहीं जाती हूँ, मैं बहुत ज़्यादा गुरुद्वारे नहीं जाती हूँ, because I believe God is everywhere. It's very simple to understand that, God is watching your karma. God is not watching कि आप कितने fast रख रहे हो. God is not watching आप कितनी बार मंदिर आ रहे हो. Focus on your karma and God is with you. In this journey, especially अगर आज इसको कलयुग कहते हैं, I don't know कहते हैं क्यों कहते हैं, but We have to only work on ourselves. We have to be ethical. We have to be good to people. We have to keep doing whatever we can in our own capability to help people around us. Selfless journey is the real spiritual journey, where you are selfless to help and go beyond yourself.
So, what is the first thing you do in the morning and right before sleeping?
I like to write affirmations. I start my day with gratitude. I start my day with positive affirmations because I genuinely believe that when you do that, the first thing in the morning, your day shift. There's a 360-degree
Yes.
shift that you can see in your day because you start on a positive note. You don't start with shouting, cribbing, right? And that because you create your entire day as how you start your day. So I do
Amazing.
that first thing in the morning before going to sleep. I like my own time because I actually take classes late in the evening, 9 p.m. to 11:30, 12. My classes are going on. After that, I need my time, my music, my TV, and I just take a breather and enjoy myself, eat what I like. And that is how I sleep. And even if sometimes I put on some meditation music and I just relax myself and go to sleep. That's all.
Amazing. Any particular affirmations that you say out loud through the day?
I think one thing that I always say is that I love myself and I love my life. I love my children. I'm blessed to have my son and my husband, and I'm blessed to have everybody around me. I'm thankful to everything I have in my life. These are
Okay.
just few ones, the many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One quality that you love about Abhishek sir. Only one. I know there are many, but one. Top one.
I think what I love about him is that he's very honest. He is very, very strong and honest in his personality, and he let you be yourself. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, that shows. That shows. What do you do for self care, like fitness and self care?
I am into gymming. I go to gym. I make sure that I do it 5 days a week. My schedule is very tight at times. I don't get a lot of time to go to gym, but I make sure that I do it at least 5 days a week because that for me is the most important thing. I feel if you're fit physically, you're fit mentally and emotionally. It all goes hand in hand. And apart from that, मैं जो मन में आए खाती हूँ. I don't think because honestly my schedule is very bad. Like I told you, I finish at 12. Then I'm eating at 12 at night also. So I don't take care of that. But I make sure that I do something for my body. So I go to gym. I do it 5 days a week at least. So this is important. Go to gym, take a walk, do whatever you. But physically you have to be in the right. And of course, meditation also add to that mental. You need that mental peace to start with.
You also have quite a few tattoos. So anyone with a particular intention or meaning?
I am a person who like to go with the flow. I have got an angel on my hands, but a lot of people ask me which angel is that. Like, I don't know that. I just went to the guy. I said, "जो भी सबसे अच्छा है बना दे." I don't really follow any intention when I get a tattoo done. I go with what I like. I pick a picture that I like and I ask them to go about it. So I am like this in my life also. I don't buy a fabric. I buy what I like. If you ask me which fabric is it, I don't have any idea. I just go by what I like, and I'm very, very choosy now. With age, I'm very, very choosy of it, things I like. So, yeah, everything is about that.
Okay. What is your biggest accomplishment so far?
I think getting awarded by Anupam Kherji, that is something I can never forget. And of course, my son, I call him my biggest accomplishment. When I see him being such a great man that he's becoming, I think इससे बड़ी accomplishment as a mother मुझे मिल नहीं सकती.
Nice. 3 habits that changed your life.
First, the positive affirmations because honestly I needed that. I used, unlike all of you or all the other people, I used to get up with a lot of घर में काम नहीं हुआ है, ये नहीं हुआ, because I have an OCD and I would start screaming at everybody, ये क्यों पढ़ा है यहाँ, वो क्यों पढ़ा है. So I, one thing that is very important for each one is start a day on a positive
हमारी
note.
कुछ कुछ हरकतें बहुत मिलती जुलती है.
I know. We are always talking, the vibe attracts your tribe. I think that's why we're
Yes.
talking right now. So this is one thing everybody needs to adapt. Second, I feel is that I've learned to enjoy each moment. Like I don't really compromise on living every single day and moment. And I think I make the best out of it. No matter what happens, no matter how busy I am, I take time for my personal space. And I was talking to you about this, that I I believe that okay, we need to work, but we don't have to be so workaholic to not have time with my family. So for me, that is something really helps me. And when I sit with them, I spend time with them, I feel so positive on its own. So I think that really helps me grow.
It also balances that masculine feminine
Yes,
energy.
yes, and it's important. So I make sure I really pamper myself, and that is visible. I like shopping. I do whatever I like. but I make sure I pamper myself at this age. So, you have to love yourself, you have to love your family, spend time with you, spend time with yourself and your family. I think you will really feel that change. That will really get a lot of change. Communicate with your family members. We don't communicate, we don't talk, and we keep building a lot of things into a relationship. That's not right. Yeah.
Okay. Had you met yourself 5 years ago, what would you have advised yourself?
Advice to everybody or
Yourself.
to
Yeah, if you
me?
have met yourself 5 years ago.
Oh, I would have told myself to learn to enjoy, which I used to not do that. I would have told myself to love money because I used to not love money. I used to crib a lot. I didn't really know that by cribbing and creating that fear, actually, I was letting that money go. And
Yes.
I would have advised myself to be happy with what I have, because today when I look back, I feel I was really happy at that time also. But I used to really crib and focus on what I don't have. So I would have advised myself to be happy in that moment. ये age, ये time बार बार नहीं आएगा, काश मैं वो समझ जाती हूँ उस वक्त, कि
E-learning for me.
वो नहीं आएगा वापस. एंड आई ऑलवेज टेल ऑल द ब्राइड्स दीस डेज, आई सी कितना टेंशन लेते हो, क्यों ले रहे हो भाई, शादी दोबारा नहीं होगी, यू गोइंग टू रिग्रेट, यू वर नॉट हैप्पी एट योर वेडिंग. सो आई रियली वांटेड टू एंजॉय, बिकॉज सच में टाइम वापस नहीं आता है. ऑनेस्टली यू विल रियलाइज दैट व्हेन यू विल कम एट माय एज.
Okay. Books you would suggest to people that you should read these books.
So I am not too much into books. I'm being honest with you. Like I said, मैं स्कूल में भी बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ाई की शौकीन नहीं थी, और आज भी जब मैं बुक्स उठाती हूँ मुझे नींद आ जाती है. दिस इज समथिंग आई डोंट, आई वांट टू बी ऑनेस्ट दैट आई डोंट रियली रीड बुक्स. आई लाइक टू रादर, अगर मुझे मोटिवेशन चाहिए तो आई लाइक टू फॉलो अ लॉट ऑफ रील्स एंड पोस्ट ऑन इंस्टा एंड अदर साइट्स, बट आई एम टू मच इनटू learning on the sites, learning one on one from people, whether it's my spiritual journey, अगर मुझे टैरो के बारे में कुछ जानना है या मुझे किसी मोडालिटी का, I like to learn from people, then reading books. Like that's not my way of learning. I find that very boring.
Any
So
podcast that you listen to?
not anyone particularly. Like I said, I'm all over the place. So
Okay.
not particularly following anyone. But I think कुछ हैं एक दो gurus जो मेरे को अच्छे लगते हैं, तो I follow them. Sadhguru
Like,
is, I like him. Yeah, I like Sadhguru sometimes. Like I sometimes feel that he's really nice. Like he's really open-minded when to certain points that I like about him. Yeah.
what is your idea of self-love?
So for me, self-love starts with you taking care of yourself, whether it's your physical, emotions, mental, and as I said, it's very important to love yourself. I don't know how people say मुझे तो कंघी करने का time नहीं मिलता, मैंने तो पता नहीं कितने दिनों से अपने लिए ये नहीं किया, ये नहीं खाया. I know how can you live that kind of a life? Please make sure you love yourself first. Do what you love, and I think ये definition मैं नहीं बता सकती हूँ. You know what you really truly love. I cannot say, because I love going for a party. I cannot say you also love that, but do what you love. Make sure you do it on a daily basis, and make sure you take care of your body, take care of your physical health. Very important, because we are in a generation जहाँ physically आप देख रहे हो कितने लोग जल्दी जा रहे हैं हमारी लाइफ से.
Yes.
Heart attacks are a big issue these days, and I think I've really got concerned. And to beat that, I'm keeping myself physically very active at this age also, and of course mentally, emotionally, I like to do what I love to do, and whenever I feel stressed, I just go out, do some shopping. I just make sure that I am enjoying that moment and not thinking too much about other things that sometimes stress you. That's very important for me.
Awesome. Best compliment you have ever received?
I think this is one compliment I keep receiving, is that I don't look like a mother of a 17 years old boy.
Yes,
I
you do.
admire that. And
No
even now
one
my
can
friends
guess.
started telling me, Mama, मेरे friends बोल रहे थे आप बहुत सुंदर लगते हो. And then अब आप खुश हो गए ना, and I feel very happy about it. He's also understood that I like that compliment the best, and that's what I love. Yeah.
Okay. Last person you searched on Instagram?
Last person, I don't remember. I keep searching a lot of people. I mean, not really searching. I keep actually looking at how many tarot card reels are doing well. What are they doing? Because honestly, I'm also learning. So I am not too much into reels and all. So last I was looking for a good tarot card reader who posts a lot of reels. I'm still searching. So I can see what they really do because I also want to guide my students on how they can post more reels, what are the topics they should take. And I also want to start. So I'm learning from
Research.
the new age generation. So I'm really searching on that right now.
Okay. What is your spirit animal? Which animal do you relate with the most?
Lion.
Lion. Oh,
I'm the lioness. Yeah,
three,
I like
three
that.
person. Yes,
That's
you
good.
are. Yeah, the vibe, the aura, the powerful
The
vibe.
red color already. Yeah.
Love it. 3 personalities that impacted you the most.
You want to say they've been really inspiring into my life?
Yeah, your
Because
mentors or any celebrity or any person you look up
I
to.
don't really like celebrities. Reason क्या है कि मुझे ना कभी-कभी लगता है there's a very I feel there's a lot of difference between real and fake. And now
हाँ,
being a part of the journey, I'm seeing a lot of people are very fake to what they pretend to be. So if I
yeah,
actually go by my life, I always say I'm very inspired by my mother. So she has been a single mother who's taken care of 3 kids on her own, and she never discussed any of the things with us. जिसको मैं थोड़ा सा गलत भी बोलती हूँ कि आप बोल देते तो ज़्यादा better relationship होता हमारा.
हाँ,
But she's very strong, and she's a nursing director. She's worked on a lot of nurses, and she doesn't even show it off. मतलब मैं तो बहुत शायद बोल देती हूँ, वो तो show off भी नहीं करते. She doesn't like media coverage. She's very simple, grounded. So one person I'm truly inspired is her. Second person, because I actually मैंने बोला मैं बहुत कम इंस्पायर होती हूँ because I need to see you in real to get inspired by you. So I'm going to talk about I don't like celebrities. I really like Siddharth Rajshekhar, and I'm mentioning it. And people who don't know him, he's our mentor. He's coaching anyone and everyone who want to be a coach. So even if you don't know what you want to coach, he is the mentor. Why do I like him apart from work? Because I connect on a personal level more than a professional level, as I said. What do I really like him is that despite doing so well into his life, he's very grounded. And I'm very honest, I don't have to butter anybody here. I'm not doing this for that reason. I like him that his personality, like yesterday also discussing that he's still being a part of that stage जो कर stage maker वाला जो उनका है, ठीक है. But he was just my husband was saying that अभी भी he goes there and he learns, how to pick those small
yes.
things on the stage, participate. I said that's what keeps him grounded, and I think this is something I'm saying even I need to learn. Sometimes हम एक हवा में चले जाते हैं कि I am somebody, मैं ये नहीं
No,
करूँगी
but
ये.
I actually wanted to give that इतने successful होने के बाद भी you're so humble. That is what, because honestly I didn't think you would even reply, rather
हाँ,
do this podcast. That's what was the thing inside my mind. But then ये सेम चीज है, आई थिंक अगेन द वाइब अट्रैक्ट्स योर ट्राइब. सो आप में सिद्धार्थ सर में ये सेम चीज मैं देखती हूँ कि इतना
I
सक्सेसफुल
feel
होने के बाद भी यू आर सो
Believe
हम्बल.
me, me and he are so alike. Like I keep telling him, the other day I was planning my off time meet in Goa, and थोड़ी देर में सिद्धार्थ का मैसेज आया कि we will have it in Goa, and my husband she was saying that same thing. I tell Siddharth that you are just my mirror image. I like your honesty. Of course, I'm still not as good as him. He's a better version. I need to learn a lot from him. But the things that I really connect with him, I like his honesty. I like his ethicality. I like his being grounded and humble because that's what I've learned that no matter where you are, you need to be humble and grounded. You cannot have that air into your head because that's the red flag for me again. So I don't like that. So a lot of celebrities, why I don't like them, because it's the red flag again. They have a lot of
Yes.
air in them. So to be very honest, that's another reason that I'm not very fond. So I don't really get inspired by a lot of people. These are the two people I've really got inspired from. Abhi tak ke liye. Maybe there'll be more in the journey.
So you travel a lot and you have visited so many amazing places. So what are your 3 favorites or 3 bucket list destinations that you want to go to?
बकेट लिस्ट का तो मतलब ये है कि जो मैंने कवर नहीं किया है, बिकॉज़
Ah,
राइट सी आई स्टार्टेड वेरी लेट। आज जैसे मैंने कहा कि मेरी लाइफ में ये सब था ही नहीं। डोमेस्टिक ट्रैवल करते थे, लेकिन मैं आज भी बोलती हूँ आई यूज्ड टू रियली एन्जॉय दैट आल्सो। शिमला जाना भी बहुत फन होता था, बिकॉज़ फॉर अस गोइंग आउट वाज़ अ बिग थिंग। बट इंटरनेशनली अभी मैं पिछले 2 साल से ट्रैवल कर रही हूँ। काफ़ी कोशिश की है मैंने मैक्सिमम कवर करने की। एंड व्हाट आई रियली लाइक इज़ वन आई वाज़ इन मॉरिशस लास्ट ईयर, फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल ट्रिप वी वेंट टू मॉरिशस। आई थिंक दैट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस टू विज़िट एंड बहुत कम लोग जाते हैं, मैंने देखा है। इसलिए मैं इसको हाइली रिकमेंड कर रही हूँ बिकॉज़ इट्स वेरी पीसफुल, ट्रैफिक नहीं है, शांति है, हल्लम नहीं है, जो जैसे हम बाली गए तो इट वाज़ लाइक अनदर गोवा दैट वी वर विजिटिंग।
yes.
But it's a good vibe. Bali also I like. So I like everywhere I go. I think beautiful is मेरे को जो पसंद आया, मेरा personal favorite is Mauritius for sure. I like Dubai. I think Dubai is me. I like the color. I like people who are vibrant, masti khor, party animal. I think it's up to your choice, but I like Dubai. I want to go to Dubai again. So one place I want to visit again is Dubai because
Yeah.
I think मुझे मजा आया वहाँ shopping करने में. I'm a shopping spree, so I
Very
like.
exuberant, just like you.
So I think that is why बहुत लोग बोलते हैं I don't like Dubai, but I like Dubai. Maybe this was my first visit. I don't know 2 दिन के बाद क्या होगा. And I think अभी ज़्यादा मैं घूमी नहीं हूँ. So these are my 2 places. I didn't like a lot about. हम लंकावी गए थे. सिंगापुर एंड लंकावी. I would say लंकावी is any day better than सिंगापुर. ठीक है, ओवररेटेड है सिंगापुर. बेकार में आप इतना पैसा खराब करोगे, कुछ नहीं है. and I did not like a lot of things about Singapore. Langkawi is a beautiful place. Please वहाँ जाएं because I feel कि वो बहुत सुंदर है, बहुत beautifully created है. वहाँ के लोगों को जरूरत भी है उस tourism की. वो बोल रहे थे कि tourism crash हो गया after Corona, so लोग कम हो गए, but it's a beautiful place, peaceful place. बहुत सुंदर है. So that is my another recommendation. Now moving on to what are my bucket list if you're asking. I want to go to Maldives. Maldives का मेरे हमेशा पंगा था. My anniversary comes in June and Maldives is not very good to go in June. It's little dry. और अभी मुझे एक्चुअली ज़्यादा कुछ पता नहीं है. हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स आई वांट टू हैव दैट डीडीएलजे एक्सपीरियंस जैसे सब कर रहे हैं. सो दैट ट्रिप इज पेंडिंग. द एंटायर यूरोप ऑफ कोर्स इज पेंडिंग, बट वो अलग है यार. वो तो फिर जाना, आईफिल टावर तो जाना ही है. वो तो जो मर्जी
Paris
रहे.
is a must.
अब ये कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है कि यार कितनी टाइम तक मैं यंग लगूंगी, तो अभी आई वांट टू गो एज़ सून एज़ आई कैन बिकॉज़ आई
No, no.
वांट टू लिव दैट लाइफ.
Abhi to you're just starting. It's gonna be a long time, I feel.
I hope so. Yeah, I'm keeping it that way right
And
now.
what is the reason that you travel? Like, what is your essence for traveling?
Oh wow. I think what I really understand, I love people. I love to talk to people. And being an army girl, my mother was in the army, my ex-husband was in the army. मैं इतना travel कर चुकी हूँ that believe me, जब आप मुझे बोलते हो ना कि मैं पिछले 3 साल से एक ही घर में हूँ, I find that very boring. I find that idea very boring. I like to shift. I like to have a new house. I like to decorate a new house in a new, different way. I like a new city. I like the new culture. I like the new food. I like the people to talk to, the simplicity. A lot of cities I've been where people are so simple. I was in Ladakh. You have to see the people out there. Such a lovely people to connect with. The प्यारे, simple, सीधे लोग हैं. ठीक है, not like metro cities में जहाँ सब चालू लोग हैं. ठीक है. So I love going to places. I love visiting. I love, having that feel of वहाँ की अलग-अलग चीज़ें, अलग-अलग लोग, अलग तरह का खाना. Of course, I'm a little rigid to try new things, but I like that feeling of trying different things and, seeing different things. And एक चीज़ मैं बोलना चाहूँगी कि मेरे को फॉरेन कंट्रीज़ का कुछ तो भी, मतलब पागलपन बहुत है. एंड आई यूज्ड टू बी आल्सो मैड अबाउट पता नहीं वहाँ पे क्या ही होगा. बट लेट मी टेल यू, इंडिया इज़ बहुत, बहुत ब्यूटीफुल है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं रखा फॉरेन कंट्रीज़ में. एक स्टैम्प है कि बस गए थे, और इंडियंस के लिए स्टैम्प ही होता है, देखो मैं जाके आई हूँ, और सब बोलते हैं अरे तू जाके आई है. आई थिंक इट्स मोर ऑफ दैट. आई एम स्टिल गोइंग टू विजिट बिकॉज़ आई वांट टू विजिट द एंटायर वर्ल्ड बिफोर आई गो. बट इंडिया इज़ ब्यूटीफुल. इंडिया में बहुत सुंदर जगह है. कश्मीर जाओ, उसको कोई बीट नहीं कर सकता बिकॉज़ आई हैव बीन देयर एंड आई नो व्हाट इंडिया इज़ टू कंपेयर.
Wow. What is your favorite way of meditation?
I think my favorite way of meditation is when I don't really want to do meditation, especially is music. Any
Music.
kind of music.
Perfect.
I love music and it's my vibe. That's
Okay.
how it
If a book was written on your life,
is.
what will be the title?
Empowered woman.
Yeah.
That's what I could, because it was so quick that I take time to think. But since you asked, I think I want to create a world of empowered women, but empowered and the ethical woman, huh? Not the one that we are
Yes, in the right sense.
yeah.
Okay. So prioritize HRCM like health, relationships, career, money, spirituality. What is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
For me, relationship will always be the first priority. I don't think I can breathe without that, because that's my essence since I'm born. I want love. I want to be
Yeah.
loved. So no matter how much I say I need money, this is something I live for. Second would be money right now. Seeing that I still want to have the best of. I'm of course doing very well. I have a lot, but now I want to accomplish everything. And money can buy you everything. And let's not say money can't buy you anything. It can buy anything and everything you want. You have respect when you have money. जब आप किसी घर में जाके ना कुछ अच्छे से दे के आते हो ना, फिर शक्ल देखा करो उनकी, और जब खाली हाथ जाते हो फिर शक्ल देखा करो उनकी.
हाँ,
ठीक है,
सही
वो
बात है.
डिफरेंस मैंने देखा है. मैं लोगों को बदलते देखा है सच में. एंड थर्ड ऑफ कोर्स फॉर मी इज हेल्थ. What were the other ones? I'm sorry, I
Career
forgot.
and spirituality.
Career, of course, is
It's
fourth for me,
sorted.
and because and spirituality goes hand in hand. It does not have to be categorized. It goes hand in hand.
Perfect. Okay. So your key learning from your life so far, all 42 years.
I feel I still need to learn a lot of things, but so far my only key learning is that enjoy each moment. I'm Now I really want to, get hold of all those moments that I've not lived in my life, but I'm trying really hard to live each moment. So I think we need to love ourselves. We need to enjoy each moment and take the best of each moment. Just get up, डू व्हाट यू लव। मतलब कई बार तो ऐसा होता है कि मैं बहुत थकी होती हूँ, लेकिन आई कैन नॉट लेट गो ऑफ कि आज वैलेंटाइंस डे है भैया, जाना है तो जाना है, पैम्पर होना है तो होना है। सो आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू बी दैट वे, बट यू डू व्हाट यू लव ट्रूली, बिकॉज दिस लाइफ, दिस डे विल नेवर कम बैक टू यू अगेन। यू हैव नो आइडिया में आप कॉकरोच बन के पैदा होगे, डॉग बन के पैदा होगे, या क्या बन के पैदा होगे, और क्या हाल होगा आपका। पर आप आज रो रहे हो क्योंकि आपको भगवान ने एक ह्यूमन बनाया है और वो इतना अच्छा घर दिया है, एक फैमिली दी है, और फिर भी आप रो रहे हो, तो भगवान बोलेगा यू डोंट डिजर्व एनीथिंग।
Deserve it.
सो आई थिंक बी इन ग्रैटिट्यूड दैट यू हैव इट ऑल, जबकि कितने लोग ब्लेस्ड नहीं है और फिर भी वो खुश हैं, और हम फिर भी क्रिबिंग कर रहे हैं। आई मीन लुक एट द पीपल ऑन द रोड, I always observe them. I always talk to cab drivers. The struggle that they're going through, but they are happy, they're not giving up. And हम लोग सब कुछ होके रोते हैं, सब कुछ होके रोते हैं. Very sad. This is something I've learned, to be in gratitude of what you have, love yourself, and enjoy each moment.
Amazing. One key lesson or suggestion for the youth of India.
I think youth guys, what are you doing? मतलब मुझे समझ में नहीं आता आपको किस बात की चिंता है. You have blessed parents, they are there to support you, and please understand they just want the best for you, and you guys are capable. आप लोग जानते नहीं हो कि जब हमारी जनरेशन थी ना, तो हमारे पास ज्यादा ऑप्शंस नहीं थे, एंड हमारे को ऑप्शंस किसी ने लेने भी नहीं दिए. इट वाज ओनली साइंस लोगे या कॉमर्स लोगे मैक्सिमम.
Hmm.
We didn't have the rights to choose. We didn't have the rights to do what we want. And you guys are lucky. You guys have the freedom. You have it all. फिर भी बेकार की टेंशन लेना बंद कीजिए, है ना. ये वो वाली बात होगी कि सब कुछ है इसलिए टेंशन है. बेकार की टेंशन मत लीजिए. यू आर ब्यूटिफुल इनफ, यू आर हैप्पी, यू आर ब्लेस्ड. गेट द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ इट. इतनी टेंशन क्यों लेते हो? बॉयफ्रेंड नहीं पट रहा, भाड़ में जाए. हैव मेनी मोर. ठीक है. चिल, हैव फन, बिकॉज दिस लाइफ विल नेवर कम बैक. यू गोइंग टू रिग्रेट नॉट लिविंग दिस मोमेंट ऑफ योर लाइफ.
Brilliant. Amazing. Oh my God. This was like a full appetite, like 7 course meal of conversation.
Thank you. Thank you. I
And
didn't know it was going to go so long, but it's been such a
yeah,
great experience so far. I didn't know that I'm going to talk so much today.
I
But thank you.
forgot to check the time, honestly. I
Same here.
could, but it was a treat. And I see so much of you in me and so much of me in you. There are some parts that I relate hardcore, and then there are some things I aspire to become. This I need to adapt.
Thank
That
you.
is
And
you for
I
me.
could Thank you, Aishi, and thanks to you that you gave me this chance of being here. I'm again saying I'm nothing that you're saying that you thought that I will not have time. Of course, I was occupied somewhere, but I'm always there. And thank you for giving me this chance. All I can say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this amazing conversation and your amazing guidance and energy. I think this was
Thank
the perfect time for it in
you.
many ways.
Yeah,
So thank you
see,
so
everything
much for
happens
giving.
at its own, on its own
Yeah.
time. So that's what was meant to be. So, but thank you, Ayushi, and you're such a lovely soul. I told you when I spoke to you also, and I really like you for your. What I like about you is you're very honest, and you are somebody who's very transparent of who you are, and I like that transparency. What I can see through your soul, you're a wonderful soul. Just be confident and just be happy, just be strong, and I'm sure there's a lot for you coming your way. The universe wants to give it back to you. So God bless you. And thank you again
Oh my
for
God. Thank you so much. I'm gonna cry.
no, no. I don't want you to cry. I'm going to
In
leave
a good
with a
way.
smile. Yeah, I get that point. But yeah, I know I'm always there for you. So just give me a call whenever you want to, and we'll
Thank
get
you
it done.
so much for giving your precious time. How was your experience, honestly? How did you feel
Oh,
after?
I never thought this was going to be so long first, and honestly, I didn't know that I will actually get to share so many things today. And honestly, जब मैं शुरू करी तो मुझे पता नहीं था क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, क्या करेंगे. But now I feel so happy that it has come such a beautiful way. It has come out. I'm sure जब ये आप post करोगे तो it can really inspire, and I'm glad that I could share so many things. I'm glad that you asked so many good things. I mean, it is also upon you. If you would not have asked, I would not have shared either. So I want to thank you that you to bring those kind of questions which can be inspiring in a way. And I'm so happy. I'm feeling very proud right now the way it has come out, and I'm like I'm really looking forward to have it here. And I'm looking forward to inspire
Yes,
from
now I
now.
can uncross my fingers. Because
Oh my
your
God.
story and your everything that you stand for is so powerful. So this is why I was nervous at the starting that I can do justice to it. And thank God that you are satisfied.
More
I'm
than
satisfied.
justice, actually. I didn't expect this. I was like, okay, there could be few questions, but I think the way you came out with so many lovely questions that you could get the best out of my journey and inspire. That's what I'm saying. It was your job to get the best. I would not have shared otherwise. So thank you for asking those questions, and so I could actually share what I really wanted to.
Yes. Thank you so much for opening up because बहुत सारी चीजें पर्सनल है that people kind of gateway कि नहीं ये help कर सकता है but I'm not ready to share but you really went on so thank you so much and I really hope I get this chance again maybe in the near future
Most
and
welcome anytime,
it
anytime.
would be really fun and I'm
Yes,
looking forward to meet you again very very soon
yes,
and
100%.
exchange more energy with you.
Anytime, dear. Anytime, Ayushi. Most welcome, and I'll see you very soon. Take care, and God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a blessing. Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Convo with Aysh till the end. I really appreciate your attention and support. If you haven't seen the previous episodes of this podcast, please go to the playlist and watch them. If you want to get connected with the amazing guest of today, please go to the description and check out the links of their profiles. Of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends, relatives, or any person that you think would find this valuable or useful. Put down your learnings, queries, or feedbacks in the comments, and I will see you soon in the coming episodes of Convo with Aysh and with amazing and brilliant content on personal development, public speaking, communication skills, and hope no healing. Until next time, this is Ambivert Aysh signing off. Love, love. See you soon.